Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Friday. It's the 22nd day of July. It is National Fragile X Awareness Day today.
Fragile X.
Yeah, I don't know what that means exactly, but I was going to just pretend like you knew and I knew, but since you brought it up. National Hammock Day today, so a good day to lie around in a hammock. National Mango Day. I like mango. I like mango flavor.
Yeah. I don't like
I tried some mango, like some actual mango. I was like, it doesn't really taste like mango flavor. So, National Panache Fudge Day today.
Panache.
You eat that with your pinky raised. And it is National Rat Catchers Day today. And no pinky raising needed for catching rats. And I have a guest today. I have a young man by the name of Christian. He is in the TV program Stranger Things. He's number 10. So, number 10 from Stranger Things, Season 4. Going to be chatting with him coming up in a little bit on the John and Heidi Show.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A new study says viewing art galleries and museum exhibits online can benefit your mental state and overall well-being, just like going to an art center in person.
Well, that's lovely.
So they're saying if you watch this stuff online, it's kind of the same as, going in and seeing it in person. Researchers in Vienna say cultural institutions quickly had to convert to an online format during the early months of the pandemic, making digital museums and online art galleries a popular outlet during quarantine. In the study, scientists found that after just 1 to 2 minutes spent looking at an online art gallery, participants reported lower levels of negative mood, anxiety, and loneliness, as well as higher subjective well-being. So that's good.
Lovely.
So what they're saying is looking at photos of beautiful art will help you be happy. So I feel the same way. I look at not even photos. I just look at my wife, and she is beautiful, and that makes me happy. See? See, guys, that's how you get
such
points.
A liar.
That's how you get points right there. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know 4 visitors to Paris came up with a novel solution to their travel dilemma? Their flight to London was canceled, so they caught an Uber. Yeah, from Paris to London, $1,340. But there were 4 of them, so they were able to split that, and it took about 6 hours through the night, but it was still cheaper and faster than trying to find an alternative flight. After looking into their flying options and dismissing the idea of renting a vehicle, the group realized they could split the cost of an Uber and get from Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris to London by morning. The passengers found a willing Uber driver who happened to have his passport on him and agreed to a $605 fee plus additional $250 to take the train that transports vehicles from France to UK under the English Channel. So,
wow.
Interesting. $1,340 total. Yeah, that's really cool. So I wonder if he had a return fare. Probably not.
I would assume they would have had to have paid his return
But I'm
fare.
saying, I wonder if he had somebody else that needed a ride from London.
I doubt that.
We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Amelia Clark is sharing more details about the health scare that almost ended her life. 35-year-old Game of Thrones star said she went through the most excruciating pain, suffering 2 separate aneurysms in 2011 and 2013.
Yikes.
She was at an interview on the BBC, and they said the amount of brain that no longer is usable is remarkable. She said, it's amazing that I can even speak, sometimes articulately, and I lived my life completely normal with absolutely no repercussions.
Wow.
She said, in the really, really, really small minority of people that can survive that, she's there. She's like, I can't believe
Wow.
it. So crazy stuff. And it sounds like Chris Evans is ready to leave the bachelor life behind. He's best known for portraying Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Seems to be looking to settle down and start a family. He says he's laser focused on finding the right person. Well, I'm sure there's a whole line of ladies that are in.
Yeah, he's probably not going to have to
Yeah.
look very long.
Suppose he's on Tinder.
But
Probably
he's
not.
going to want to be...
Yeah, with the right
cautious.
person. I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, exactly. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. New emojis are set to be released this year. Are you excited, Heidi?
I am so excited.
Do you use emojis?
Very rarely.
Yeah,
and
I
if
don't-
I do, it's always like the same smiley face.
I do a
or-
smiley face, but I honestly don't even know how to do other emojis. I just do like the little button and the other button and the button, and it turns it into a smiley face. So, do I sound really old right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Well, they're going to be including some things like a shaking head, a new heart, different colors of hearts, a familiar goose. Okay. Unicode Consortium's latest list contains only 31 new emojis, a much smaller release than last year's 112. Other newbies on the list in the Emoji 15.0 draft are the donkey, the jellyfish, hair pick, and kanda, the symbol for the Sikh faith, plus a moose, a comb, a donkey, a jellyfish, a ginger root, mascaras. I'm sorry, is that right? Maracas. That makes more sense.
I'm sure there are mascaras as well.
The Wi-Fi symbol and a talk to the hand icon. The inclusion of the goose emoji has drawn comparison to United Goose Game or Untitled Goose Game. I don't know what that is. Players take control of a horrible goose. The emojis will go through the final round of approval in September, and then they will finally be released upon the unwilling public.
Well,
the willing public.
Certainly all look forward to that.
Yeah, I keep chuckling right now because I just told Heidi I don't even need my reading glasses. I have a monitor in front of me right now. It's a television. It's huge, and I'm struggling to read with my reading glasses on, and the letters are like 3 inches tall each. Holy cow. A backpack, lunchbox, crayon, and at least 10 hours of sleep each night are all things children need to get off to a good start in kindergarten. So as we approach the school year, they're talking about all the things that are important. If you want to read all of the details, I have that in the show notes for today. So for those of you who are having kids start kindergarten, you can find that at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. Our guest today, Christian Ganiere, is on Stranger Things. He gets to play 10 on that program. It's got to be pretty cool to be on a hit show like Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. It's super awesome to play number 10, especially since it's my first role that's ever had superpowers. I think that's just amazing.
That is really cool. And now, how old are you right now, and how old were you when you were filming the scenes for Stranger Things?
Currently, I'm 13, turning 14. And I was about 12 when we shot.
And that's something that amazed me because I watched the first few seasons and then I saw some of these actors and actresses in other things. And I'm like, holy cow, there's been some time between that first season and now.
Yeah, now most of the main cast, they're legal adults now. So that's super crazy to see.
So when you found out you were going to be a part of Stranger Things, at that point, was it already a huge success?
Yeah, it was 2019 when they asked me to audition for it. And I auditioned, and then they had me do a callback. And I was a fan of the show beforehand, so I was like, heck yeah, I'll do it. And so Yeah, I did a callback, and then it was like a year and a half before they finally booked me, and then told me that they were going to be flying me out to Atlanta.
And for people who maybe haven't been following the program, Stranger Things is based in the 80s, and there are some people involved in the program who were already big stars before this ever came along, but this has definitely made big stars out of every single cast member just from being a part of Stranger Things.
Yeah, it's made everybody super big because of how amazing the writing and the storyline and everybody's acting is in it, which I just love the show in general.
And you were saying you were a fan of the program before you were on the program. How did that feel to have a show that you really like, and now you're going, hey, these are my coworkers now. I get to work with these people.
Yeah, I was kind of freaked out most of the time just because I was like starstruck that I was on the set of Stranger Things.
Well, and you've had a chance to be somebody in many other programs as well. I'm looking at the list here. I see like Grey's Anatomy and Criminal Minds and several other things you've had a chance to work on. But this is kind of the biggest role you've had, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest. So I'm super excited for it.
So now, what are your plans moving forward? Do you have other things that are kind of in the works right now that we can talk about? I know sometimes some of the things people are working on are kind of, hush-hush for a bit, but is there anything you're working on that we can chat about right now?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Comic-Con from the 21st to the 24th. I'm going to be doing signing for Stranger Things, and also I'll be on a panel with my fellow co-worker number 2 on the show, so I'm excited for that, as well as a movie coming out this fall. It's a horror movie, and I will be playing the villain in that.
Ooh, now what is it like playing the villain in a horror movie? Is that kind of fun?
Yeah, it's definitely a change from all the other characters I've played, so that's very exciting.
And you look like such a sweet, nice young man. I can't imagine you being a bad guy, but that's why it's called acting, right?
Yeah.
What is the name of that horror film, and when will that be out?
It's called The Awakening, and I think sometime next year.
Very nice. Well, I'm excited to see that. That's very, very cool. And now, when you joined the cast of Stranger Things, did you guys all just kind of get along like friends, or how did everybody get along? Pretty well?
Yeah, the first day or two, everybody was kind of quiet. Nobody really talked to each other, but then we became the best of friends. So it's cool to see how well everybody connected and how awesome it was.
And I'll bet it's going to be kind of almost like classmates, or almost like extended family a little bit for you guys.
Yeah, because we saw each other every day for 3 months. So, yeah, it was something like that. It was just super awesome.
Well, I am really excited for you, Christian. I appreciate you taking some time to chat with us, and have fun at Comic-Con. Have you ever been to that before, just as a guest?
Yes, I have. And whenever I go, I always dress up. So it's super cool.
So what is that going to be like this time? Instead of just being a guest, you're going to be there as part of the event. That's got to be kind of cool.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that, but yeah, that is pretty cool. Usually I'm just there to look at all the stuff, but I guess I'm I'm going there for another reason. But yeah, that's awesome.
Well, you have a good time. Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I love to be to these type of stuff.
Again, Christian is in Stranger Things on Netflix. I'm going to throw a link to that so you can see some of the photos of him in that, and also the trailer so you can find it. If you've not yet seen it, again, it's on Netflix. I've seen it. It's really fun stuff. It's a little different, but it's really fun. I'll throw a link to all of that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Only 2 mammals like spicy foods: humans and the tree shrew. I think we've talked about that.
The tree shrew?
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The English word with the most definitions is set. S-E-T. Set.
Oh.
That has the most definitions of any English word.
Okay.
I can only think of a few, but there must be more. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In 75 years, the human heart pumps enough blood to fill an oil tanker 46 times.
Oh, my.
Yeah, in 75 years. That's a lot of blood. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Space smells like seared steak, according to people who've been to space. I've never been there. I'll have to take their word for it. And our final Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What is that, John?
The national instrument of Polynesia is the nose flute. I've never heard of that. It's played with one nostril. So you blow air through your one nostril to play the nose flute. And I'm sure it's as lovely as it sounds. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile Question of the Day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's your question today, Heidi. 36% of us order this at a restaurant because we almost never make this at home.
Dessert?
What is it? No, I would say we order this at restaurants often. What do you think it is?
Appetizers?
No, a salad. So many times we'll go, you know what, I'll try a salad. And you know how many times I make a salad at home? Hardly ever. You do quite a bit.
I make quite a
She
few
does.
salads.
She makes a lot of salads. And they're really good. When somebody else makes them, when I make a salad, I'm like, this is kind of terrible. Mint Mobile Question of the Day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. An Italian couple spent $3,500 on their dream wedding and managed to keep zero waste. Anna Macelio and Diogo Laharnes, I'm sure I nailed both of those, decorated their family's home with vegan unpackaged candles, wore secondhand or recycled clothing, and ran through a flurry of heart-shaped leaf, confetti, and birdseed before serving their guests a sustainably sourced, plant-based menu. The eco-conscious couple, who met at a zero-waste event in 2019, jumped headlong. Heidi, hang on here. They jumped headlong into the lifestyle in 2020. They wanted their special day to reflect their values. 28-year-old Anna said, "This is the way we live day to day, so we wanted to apply it to our wedding day. I also wanted to prove to everyone that being sustainable doesn't mean losing out on anything." The bridal party wore secondhand outfits at the ceremony. That all took place at her uncle's garden, decorated with secondhand or rented furniture and decor. Anna, who is a sustainability influencer, had her dress designed from offcuts of factory materials. They shared the behind-the-scenes hacks of a zero-waste wedding with 43,000 Instagram followers. So there you go. Heidi can chuckle all she wants. I just thought it was kind of bizarre.
Like
that's why it's today's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Here are a bunch of real, even if they're not true, but real tabloid newspaper headlines. These were headlines in a tabloid. They all really ran. So first one, man reincarnated as himself.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that works.
I don't know how they would know that.
Man takes out restraining order against himself.
Okay.
Prune juice makes you stupid. These are all true headlines. Don't know if they're true stories. Nebraska does not exist, according to author. New study says Stitch in Time only saves 8. Not 9. Another headline, Grim Reaper to retire. People will live forever. Okay. Another real headline, whether it's true or not, Jungle Tribe worships Jay Leno's chin. All right. Another real headline from a tabloid newspaper, aliens travel to Earth for Chinese food.
Okay.
And the last one I'm going to read on the radio, Mr. Rogers' ghost terrorizing children. That is just wrong. Those are real tabloid newspaper headlines. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Sandra Bullock is our quote today.
Oh, I love her.
I do too. Here's your quote. Whoever established the high road and how high it should be fired. I like that. How many times have I told you to take the high road, Heidi?
And how many times have I followed that advice?
Yeah, she's never followed that advice ever.
I just don't.
So if you ever see us on the high road, you know I'm driving. Okay. There you go. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's a headline. Hero saves 4 young kids and a teenager from a house fire in Indiana. That sounds like good news, I'd say.
Yeah.
So take a listen to this. A man in Indiana hailed as a hero after saving 4 young children and their 18-year-old sister from a house fire. Nick Bostic said he was driving home and he saw flames coming out of a house at about 12:30 a.m. I saw the fire on the balcony, so I slammed on the brakes. I pulled in the driveway. I ran into the house from the back. I was hollering, "Is there anybody in there?" He ran into the home and found 4 people. He helped them get to safety right away, but then he was told, hey, there's one more child that's still missing.
Oh my
he
gosh.
ran back into the burning home. The smoke just came out of nowhere. He said it was pitch black. It was pitch black. The heat
my
was
gosh.
excruciating. He was able to locate the child after he heard faint crying. He grabbed the child. He jumped out of a second-story window to avoid the flames. He said, I grabbed her. I held her snug. I ran up those stairs like a running back for the Colts, and I jumped out that window. End quote. I bet the Colts love the fact that he brought them up. That's pretty cool. Bostic. Oh, all 5 members of the family, by the way, were uninjured. Bostic is 25. He said he does not consider himself a hero. He said, I just did what an ordinary person would do. Dude, that is way more than the ordinary. The ordinary person would have pulled over and called 911. That's what they would have done. But I think this is absolutely amazing. It says, waking up every morning, I have something to remind me of why I'm here, still alive, why God keeps me here, Bostic told 18 News, which is the TV channel that covered this. He said, he used me like his instrument that night. Bostic said he hopes to reunite with the family soon. I would hope so, too.
That's awesome. That is crazy.
There's some body cam video footage that you can see, and there's photos here. It looks like
body cam.
No, he didn't. The police, when they showed up, they saw him. It shows what happened, and it looks like maybe he burned his arm because he's got his arm in like a cast or something.
Wow!
But hero,
that is
hero,
amazing,
big time hero. I've got a link to that story if you want to read all about it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.